so here we are at the conclusion of the season. We're going to do a massive wrap up here. We're basically going to go through all the tabs, all the different results, stats and all that, so you guys can get a see and I can keep a record and a tab of everything that's gone on. So let's start off with the table standing. As you see, we finished 4th on the 70 points. I mean, it was an incredible effort to even get there. Like, simply one of the best. I need to track out how far we were back at one stage, just to appreciate just how far we were away from that. But as you see there, as you go through the list, very tight for the playoffs. You see there, pretty much 13 teams in the hunt for the playoffs in total. 61 might be a bit too far away, but we were down here in this part of the table. 50-point range was what I was aiming for at the halfway point, and did an incredible job to turn around from there. Let's have a look at the FA Cup results as we get a chance to Arsenal winning the FA Cup. Where did we get knocked out again? I think we got knocked out pretty early, to be honest. I think we lost in the first round, did we? Did I see us there? We got in the second one? Yeah, we lost 3-0 to Oldham. Disappointing cup run. Didn't get any good cup runs, did we? Go about the Carabao, wherever it's called. Manchester United won that one. I think we got knocked out round 1 probably as well. I'm gonna yes, we did. We lost 1-0 to Bury, so another disappointing campaign. The Checker Trade Trophy lost 2-0 to Cheltenham. Just no cup run this year at all, seemingly. Oh, oops, pressed the wrong button there. Yeah, there was no cup run at all. I mean, it just didn't feel like there was one to be done. In the playoff promotion final, you see both teams going through on 2-1, so good to see there. But very tight games. Away goals been pretty much the key. I've done it again accidentally, sorry. European International Cup, don't need to look at that. UEFA Super Cup was won by Real Madrid. The Champions League, I believe, was won by Real Madrid again. They beat Spurs 3-1. And the Europa League was won by Paris Saint-Germain over Sporting CP. So some interesting results there. But yeah, some interesting results there. Some good job by us, but definitely a lot of work to be done. Do we want to transfer up any chance? There's no regens floating around. Just some of the guys that have left the club already that have kind of just keeping an eye on to make sure that they're still there. But anyway, let's crack on to the Golden Boot Award that went to Stockley of Exeter City, who played all 46 matches, so pretty good there. Do we have anyone in? Yes, we do. Van Rijden came in 20th with 12, so good to see him performing, and hopefully you'll have many more to submit to this list. Top assists, Guedes had 10 assists this season. Wow. He really is an assist machine. Clean sheets, I doubt we're going to be on the list, but Adolfo had 10 and so did McGee. So you see just how competitive those two guys were when it came to clean sheets. 16 games, 10 clean sheets from Adolfo, who's, been a really, really good player. And that's one of the reasons why I rate him so highly. He's just such a good technician. Yellow cards, I don't think we're going to be on that list. I didn't think I gave away too many yellow cards this year. It's kind of very well disciplined this year for once, which is not something I'm usually done. Red cards, though, might be a bit different. I think we did get a few, did we? Maybe we didn't. Okay, so we didn't. Nice. Okay, that's good. Anyway, let's move on to the squad as we go through this here. This is the current state of the squad. This is kind of that's not the actual real players team that we had early in the season when you want to use them. Haven't quite figured out what I want to do with the formation just yet, but I don't feel like that's what I'm going to rock with. So let's go to the squad here. We're going to go across all these tabs, left to right. So McGee is an exciting prospect, just 18 years old. He's gone up 6 overall this season. He really played out of his skin this season. 29 appearances there, as you see, 27 in the league. 1 in the FA Cup and 1 in the League 2 playoffs. Very good average there. He's been, quite a really good, just a really consistent player. So, can't go wrong with him. Attributes wise, how's the attributes coming on? He's 6'2". He's not my goalkeeper to be a bit taller than that. He's got terrible weak foot and weak things, but his reactions are 55. That's good. His goalkeeping has gone up 16. I haven't trained him at all, so that's all natural. So you see his goalkeeper positioning now. It's a bit of a worry. We need to work on that, but definitely they're going through. He still has 2 years left on his contract, which is great to see. And his value's coming along nicely, gone up 200%. Love to see that. Just 18, of course, and doing well. This is a real player, Shamal George, who's off to IK Sirius when the transfer window opens. I don't really share that deal, but I can clarify the amount that one is. We won't be looking through him. Manuel Adolfo, 16-year-old, showing great potential from Spain. He's been an absolute revelation today. 20 games played. He really has been just an absolutely fantastic player. As you see there, 7.3 average for all the games, 7.4 in the league, 10 clean sheets in 16 games is an outrageous stat, really. But it just shows you how important he was in defense, to be honest. Attributes wise, he's 6'4", which is a positive there. Big, taller, better reaction, or like not better reactions, but can cover more of the goal. More of his reactions are 50. His goalkeeper positioning hasn't moved at all yet, but I feel like him and McGee are going to be very close, and overall, I presume in potential at the end of the day, I'm not really sure who's going to win the job, or who, if anyone will win the job, but they'll probably rotate for the next few seasons. He's only worth 450k at the moment, but I presume that's going to change very soon. It's 2 years left in his deal, and he is just 16. Wow, really showing the way at just 16 years old. Cedric Pillard, what an absolute rock this guy has been. Just an absolute. He's a Trojan horse. He works like a machine. 58 overall, gone up 5. He played 45 games. Wow. I'm trying to figure out what games he didn't play, and that's the one. Oh yeah, probably the games where he didn't put out the actual first team. He's involved in pretty much every clean sheet we've had. He was involved in, so good to see that. Yeah, fantastic. He was an absolute rock back there, and just exactly what you want from a centre back. 18 years old, coming along, 6'1", medium high work rate, exactly what I want. 6'1", 170, not gonna get barreled over too much. His stamina's looking good, his strength looking good, coming along nicely. His marking coming along very well, and his heading accuracy also, so they're good things to see. Yeah, I think he's gonna be a really special player. I think he's gonna be that right back for a long time. I might even give him number 2, but I'll have to see about that. His value wise, only worth 230k at the moment, which a little bit down. I value him around 5 million. So I'm offering him a contract right now. He'd have to pay 5 for him. That's just how good he is. But 18 years old, as I said there, looking good. Jake Caprice is a real player. Unfortunately, I can't sell him just yet because he just joined the club. So we'll sell him in the off season. Here's my man, Damien Guerin, Captain Supreme, and just fantastic. His ability to jump in the air has been just unbelievable. He can play centre back and centre defensive midfield. He's gone up for this. Yeah, I feel like he's worth a lot better. I think he'll have great potential, probably. That's what I'm guessing. But 47 games played a bit more than the rest of the probably most of all the team. He's got 1 goal this year as well, which is good to see. Can't remember which game that was in, but I presume it was a nice one. He's 5'11" though, which is a bit of an issue, but 161. Low attacking but high defense, which is always very good. His jumping is amazing. Like he leaps like a basketball player. I mean, that's the best way to describe it. Great acceleration as well. Looks good. The attributes they're coming along nicely. Could come a bit quicker, but looking good. 18, 325k. Yeah, 2 years left in his contract. He's looking good. Ivanov, oh wow, what a trading sign this kid is. Gone up 5 this season. 18-year-old from Bulgaria, played 44 games. Looks good, playing well. Him and Guerin were just absolute rocks back there. They just did everything together. He's gone up 5. I think I put a bit of training into him. I can't remember exactly did I put training into him. I feel like I did. He doesn't have like a potential right now. I know for sure he's like, he won't get more above 75 potential, but he's coming along nicely. He's worth 220k, 1,000 wage. He'll be around here for a while. Like, I don't have any plans to sell him here. He's only got 1 year left in his contract, though. He's going to want a new deal next year. But he's been fantastic this season. Costa McGarry can play, of course, centre back and centre defensive midfield. New Zealander, 18 years old, 37 games played, 1 goal, 1 assist. We did start him as a centre defensive midfield, and then we did move him to left back this season. I think the left back was his better position. He scored a goal and he's an assist, which is good to see. Attributes wise, I think I'll put a bit of training into him. He doesn't have potential as well. I know for sure he hasn't reached 60 yet. Medium high work rates, 6'2". You'll love to see that. Sprint speed 71. Yeah, he's got good sprint speed, to be fair to him. I think I did like a bit of short passing and stuff like that to get his over up. But yeah, he's looking good. He's worth 120k, 800 a week. Yeah, 1 year left of his deal. He'll definitely get a re-sign as well, along with Ivanov. Definitely got to give them guys a 2 or 3 or 4 year extension to keep the club. So we'll see how they go. Mark Ellis, another player real player that I'll be selling as soon as I can. Emmanuel Monte, I'll be selling him as well, the Cameroonian. Grubbs is off to Limerick. We got the chance, so he'll be out of the team. Dario Mendesaka. Now, I like to have an issue with this guy, but I don't really. He was brought in as an emergency left back, and a part of me thinks he might be a real player in real life, but his name might be wrong. I don't know, but I'm just gonna guess his name is on FIFA under one record, so that's why I'm a bit, cautious about playing him. But I did play him 30 times this season, so it's good to see him there. He's a good left back, but I don't see him improving on that 60-70. You see there, not an attribute improvement at all. So we might, and I probably will, move him on in the off season. 1 million release clause, 675k, 3.6 a week. Yeah, probably look to move him on in the next season when we can. Bakayoko is, of course, another player I can't sell, and he's losing value because he's 32. Not great, but anyway, we'll move on. Stefan Ricard, this guy, what a year he's had. He came in, he plays like Kante for me. Just an absolute lockdown machine. 16 years old, played 21 games, 4 assists. I think just really the difference maker for me when it came to getting us to the playoffs. He was that type of player, 5'11", medium, 5-star weak foot. Love to see that. Attributes wise, there's not anything that stands out, but he just plays like a jack of all trades, to be fair to him. So I'm delighted with him. 160k. Yeah, he's gonna come around nice. He's got 3 years left in his deal. Looking good. Okay, Garnier, 17-year-old Garnier. What about Garnier? He's a tricky one. He's played 25 games, 1 goal. I'm gonna be dead honest. I think this guy has 0 potential to stay out this long term. It's not a knock. His vision's gone up 34, and he's only gone up 6. So he's got good sprint speed and strength, but I put a lot of training onto him, trying to get him up into something to see what his potential is, but he doesn't have any potential. Not for a fact. He is probably, and I say probably, either we'll sell him in a year or two's time, or I'm gonna let his contract run out. I won't be re-signing him for a deal. I don't think he has the potential to fit us long term. Alfonso Isiquardo, right mid and cam. He can play the 18-year-old from Portugal, showing great potential. 65 overall, 40 games, 6 goals, 3 assists for him, and he played fantastic this season. Maybe disappeared in a few games. I want to see more out of him, but he's coming along nicely. Medium. What is he? 6'1", a 5-star weak foot. That's unreal. Sprint speed, it looks great. His finishing's gone up 10, so we need to use him a bit more maybe in that area. But other than that, worth 1.1 million. Looking good. 2 years out his deal. Yeah, he's gonna be a fantastic player. I think he's gonna be that right mid for a long time. Johnny Smith is on loan, can't sell him. Ollie Banks is a player I can't sell yet, of course, so we'll be on from him. Cesar Valente, the Portuguese left mid and centre mid 16-year-olds. I'm going to be honest, I trained him a lot this year, and I don't really see where he's going to fit in our team long term. But 17 games this season, he 5-star weak foot. Yeah, I'm going to be dead honest. I don't think his potential is going to be higher than 60, 65 maybe. It's been a struggle to get him up, but he's got better potential than Garnier at least. So we'll see what we can do with him. He's worth, 110k at just 16 years old though. So he's enough time. Maybe he can turn around. Who knows? But 2 years left in his deal. He's definitely a player I'm not very confident about giving a new deal to right now. Barry Walsh, left mid and cam. Again, this player is an interesting one. I've trained him a lot. He doesn't have a promising or any other above potential. So his potential is below 75, we're not for sure. Playing 28 games, 2 assists. He's, handy player now because he has a good overall. So he's doing a good job. So you see there, he's gone up 4, but I've trained him quite a bit. Medium. Good work rates, good attributes when it comes to what you want. But I think a lot of the stuff I've kind of got it improved, so we'll see what he gets on. But again, he's gonna have to earn a new contract. Really, he's gonna have to really, prove that he's worthy of one of them. So We'll see what we can do with him, but right now, not very confident they got a new deal. Niall Bowen, looking good, left mid, right wing, and centre mid. Kind of a player that I kind of pushed in the centre mid towards the end of the season. I kind of wish I did it earlier, just, kind of suited him a bit better. 26 games, 0 assists, 0 goals, unfortunately, but he plays well when he comes on. Just 17, of course. He's 5'10", I don't think I've put any work, 4-star weak foot, high, medium work rates. I don't think I've put any real work into him. I think it's kind of his own. He's got good potential, I think, so he's looking good in the development side, so keep him moving. He's worth 275k. Yeah, he'll be good in a few years' time. He definitely does a good job when he comes in. A great player to have on the bench, and exactly what you want from a player like that. Manolo Montenegro, an exciting prospect from Spain, a guy that really just, I couldn't wait for him to get 16. After that full-time contract, he only played 9 games. Wow. Only played 6 in the league as well, which is an even incredible record. But he really was a game changer. Just, you see there, stats starting to go up naturally there, as you see, starting to develop a bit in the +1s, but I have a feeling he's going to be a really, really dominant player here for us for a long time. 550k worth. 3 years left in his deal, so we'll see what it does with that. But moving on. Donald McNamee, pardon me, not McGee. This guy's an interesting thing because he has some potential, but I'm not really sure how much. I've worked on him a lot in training. He's got a lot of double and triple stacks. So, yeah, the cam. 2 games, not much to write home about, unfortunately, but he's got, 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves, 3-star weak foot, high medium work rates, 34 plus 34 vision, plus 31 short pass, plus 11 ball control. I think he'll be alright. He'll develop alright. I think he'll turn out into something that will be a good second team, third team player, but other than that, I'm not holding or crossing my fingers. I think 150k at the moment, just 16 though, so plenty of time to develop. And we come to the man of the hour. Potential to be special. Christian Van der Linden. To me, he is special. Cam, centre forward, just 16 years old from the Netherlands. And just really a fantastic, fantastic player. 43 games, 14 goals, 4 assists for us. I mean, just unbelievable. He's been an absolute, just a godsend to our team. Attributes wise, as you see there, age 16, overall 66 for that. Just quite good. Plus 4. 5-star weak move, only a 4-star weak foot, 5'8", medium low work rates. Look at his agility is looking good. His sprint speed's coming up a bit. We need to get his attacking position up. That would be nice to get that up. But as you see there, the rest of his stats, the technicals starting to come up there. Ball control starting to come up, curve. So his placement's going to get better. His finishing I'd like it to be a bit higher, but it is improving nicely. So he's got no training, so he's looking good, looking really good. And he's worth 1.4 million, 2 years to go on his deal. They'll be looking for a nice big paycheck in 2 years, and I'll be more than happy to give it one. Sven Schneider, the cam from Germany, 18 years old. Up 3 this season, played 30 games for us, 2 goals, 3 assists. Really came into the midfield when we needed a change up, and really was that dynamite we needed in there. So he's coming along nice. He's got 5-star weak foot as well, so he's got low work rates, which is unfortunate, but his agility is fantastic, as I see there. Great to see that, and his technicals developing nicely. He's just, he's coming along like a fine wine. 250k, 18 years old, 2 years to go on his deal. Happy with that. Lourenço Santoso, another guy I've had to train a lot here, the centre forward from Portugal. Doesn't have any potential, this guy as well, so unfortunately we're going to have to see where he ends up. But 24 games for him, 1 goal, and found himself on the bench a lot, actually, to be fair to him. So this is the right thing, let's get on that team. High hacking work rate, low defensive, poor weak foot, which is probably the killer, but as you see there, good agility, good balance. Sprint speed's alright for what you want from him. His technicals in their hand. Spent a lot of time in his finishing and his dribbling, trying to get that up and along with his shot power, so maybe that'll lead us to be able to get him, recoup some funds from him. 18 years old, 150k at the moment. He's a long work in progress. Vasco Guedes, our centre forward and a cam, showing great potential. 63, 18 years old from Portugal. He has been brilliant. 42 games played, 7 goals, 10 assists. He almost plays kind of the reverse role of Van der Linden does. He's more the cam with what he delivers, but Van der Linden's more the striker kind of way. So Interesting work there. Attributes wise, 3-star, 3-star, high, medium work rates. Yep, that's good enough for me. His acceleration, agility, and balance all looking very good so far. His ball control, yeah, his ball control is excellent, to be honest. Something I haven't looked at before, but makes perfect sense there. As you see there, Vasco Guedes, 275k, 18 years old, 2 years left in his deal, and he's looking good. Keane Fitzpatrick, right wing, left mid, and cam at the club since 2018. No status, as you see there, he is 60 overall, so we do know for a fact. I also believe his potential is somewhere around the 70, 75 mark, so we'll have to see where he gets to. But 44 games played by him, 7 goals, 6 assists. He's been very reliable. I mean, when he's called upon, he's done. So we need to kind of move into the super sub role now at the moment, which is kind of where I feel he might stay for the foreseeable future. You see there, great acceleration, great agility, balance, sprint speed has been fantastic. His curve is very good as well, great shooter as well, but lacks that that potential that we love to have. 35k 18, so not too bad. Does the job. Felix Kraus, striker, center forward from Germany. He's 54 overall, so he's coming along nicely. 9 games this season, 1 goal. Of course, we saw a goal pretty recently actually, so good to see him contribute that way. You see they're just 16, 6 foot, 171 pounds, a bit of a unit. Medium attacking work rate, low defensive, not the greatest weak foot in the world, but we could work with that. Jumping, sprint speed, strength, and aggression. You'll have to see that in a striker. Looking good there, and the rest of the technicals starting to come along now. He should be a bright future, but it'll give Vasco a bit of run for his money. He's worth 170k right now. He's definitely worth a lot more in the future. 3 years left in his deal. Good to see. Paul Mullen is joining Cosenenza. Transfer window opens. Haven't really looked at him at all, but yeah, so we'll see what happens with him. Cole Stockton, he'll be off to... Oh no, he's not. I can't sell him yet, unfortunately, so he's the next guy to sell on. He's got a 400k release clause. He's got a goal scored bonus. I remember adding that to his deal, but I guess someone gave that. This guy here actually has good potential, but unfortunately, I'm not sure what we're going to do with him. I'm probably going to loan him out for until we can sell him at around about, I think he's got like a 79 potential, so I might give him a 2-year loan next year just to see what we can do with that. But that is the team. That's the boys, what a lineup we have so far. It's looking good. They're developing well. Now let's move on to the next bit. So transfers. Let's look at the transfer list here as we go across, and we can go through the very beginning of this. We've sold a lot of players this season, but anyway, our first deal was for Ivanov, and that was trying to be a fantastic deal. Mendesak was the next one, and then Costa Magari. So we pretty much 3 very good signs from the free agency list. For sale, McNulty off to the Melbourne. I think his contract's expiring soon. We'll see what happens with that. Davis off to Newcastle Jets for 170k. Jay Harris off to Macclesfield for 120k. As you see there, a loan deal for the striker. Sutton goes off to Deport Iquay. I don't know where that is. For 225k. Norwood goes off to Brentford for 700k. This guy, Larnell Cole, goes off to Tijuan Quanjin. I've actually no idea how to pronounce that Chinese name. 500k. Rydehall off to Dundee for 175k. And who's the next one? Adam Buxton, the right back, off to AC Horsens for 150k. George Warwick off to Forest Green for 300k. Guys really saw his guys for what we get for them, really. Ben Tollett off to Swindon Town for 250k. Good to see how he plays. Connor Jennings has moved to that Hiroshima in Japan for, what was that, 375. Again, another good deal by us. Jamal George is moving to Aiki Sirius. Gomes is moving to Limerick. And then Paul Mullen is moving to Cosenza in Italy. So, yeah, good deals for all them. Thinks he should play more. I disagree. Thinks he should play more. No, you should not. See, be like Jamal George. Doesn't play, but he's happy. See, that's what type of player that we want. Any big deals that have gone on in the transfer market recently, by any chance? So a quick look. Wow, Cardi to Real Madrid for 100 million. Carvajal to Spurs. Royce to Juventus. Hummels to City. Bailey to Leipzig. That's an interesting deal. Depay to Liverpool. Ugh, yuck. Roberto to Arsenal. Interesting enough. Forsberg to Everton. Perio to Milan. And then Falcao back to Atletico Madrid. Interesting. So, some big deals there. Anything else we need to go through here? I think everything's looking good there. Youth squad. Let's have a look at the youth squad. Let's have a chance to look at this now. There's a few players here that I'm having a look at. I'm not convinced will make the team, but we're gonna leave them here for another month at least. I'm probably gonna do a big clear out next season when I get a chance to look at. Diego Nito coming along. All right. He's borderline right now. Maxime Platovosh. I'd love to bring him to the team because his height, just to be honest, but he's going to have to show a bit more than just, that height. The potential is important. Perot will probably promote next season just as a backup depth. I think Bergman will get a promotion next season as well early on. I think he'll become our left back potentially if we give him a run of game and see if he makes that position. Chris Kavanagh looking good at the right mid. Looks like he's got, bright future of the team. Maybe he can push his Sequardo for game time. Noah De Smet looking all right as well, just coming along nicely. Albert Klein looks good as well. We're having quite the striking core as well with him when he comes up. I think he might get a call up quite soon. Gilles Mays looking good as well. Good, we need centre backs. We don't have any depth at defence, to be honest. I mean, we use Pollard, Guarin, Ivanov, or Kosmagari for a while. I think we're very low on depth there. Igor Karlovac coming along nicely, goalkeeper. Timur Brankovic, the Croatian centre-backs midfielder, looks pretty poor, to be honest, but we'll leave him another month. And then we got Joseph March, the Croatian centre-backs midfielder, who's looking very good. I think he'll be a player I'll be giving a lot of game time to next season, see what he plays. We do need an extra kind of player just to control midfield along with, Stefan Ricard. My plan for next season, though, when it comes to Sky Reports back in the first month, is to probably upgrade both of these two scouts. So my plan is to get like a 4-star, 3-star, 4-star, 3-star, maybe a 4-4-star. We'll see what goes, but that's currently the plan between those three there. Get them to, upgrade them a bit and see if we can produce more talent that way. Let's look at the objectives actually. I haven't looked at these in a while. Okay, so our manager rating is 91 above overall. Finished the season with 3 million unspent funds. Well, apologies, I did not get that thing done. That was ridiculous, but I'm really happy with what we've done this season. The fact we even got 2.5 left in the kitty is quite good. Reached the knockout stage, the FA Cup, right to 32. Failed to do that. And signed one player to the senior team in the same season. They were scouted, played them in 5 matches, either as part of the starting 11 or coming out as a sub. And we've done that with 45 eligible players, which is great to see. Youth development, we completed that one, of course, we just mentioned there, and signed one player in the youth to the defender position. We've completed that. So, right, youth development, brand exposure, sell out at least with at least 85 attendance, at least 50% of league home games this season. We've managed to do that on 17 and 23 occasions, which is great to see for the club. Unfortunately, we didn't get those other 6 games, which is disappointing, but hey, happens. That financial one was a bit ridiculous, let's be real. That was a stupid one. Finished mid-table in the EFL League 2. We finished 4th and we got promoted. So, yeah, I got promoted. Let that sink in. And then, of course, no continental possibility there. It's not in Europe. Finances wise, let's have a look at the club value. We're 13.27 million now, which is great to see. Earnings of 12.61 million. There you see where we earn our money. 5 million for match day tickets. You love to see it. And then the expenses, where we've spent quite a lot on scouting, player wages, and where's the youth? And scouting networks to use as well. So, yeah, not too bad. Making a profit, which is always good to see. And we're making, it's pretty good. Most popular jerseys, Van der Linden, Guedes, and Sequardo, no surprise there. All nearly 40k jerseys sold this season. What was the average attendance this season? 25 away games. Average attendance of 14.5. Okay. A lot of work to be done there, but we did have we had 16k for the playoff game, so that's great to see that. It's a great number, but definitely can get up that. I want to get up to try for 17, 18 next season. I think we can get 17, 18 next season if we do well. So that's the goal for next season. Yeah, so we did get a lot of games. Like, we just need to put more bums in seats and we'll be good. So yeah, it looks like we suffered earlier in the season and we did get much better next season. So I aim next season for 17, 18. And then look at the budget. We still got 2.5 remaining in the transfer budget. Not really going to spend that this season. Just happy to keep it as is. Anyway, let's have a look at the season. Club Tranmere Rovers. Our goal was to finish mid-table. We achieved that with round 4. Failed in the FA Cup, unfortunately. As you see there, FA Cup round 2 replay. Carabao Cup round 1. EFL, we got eliminated in round 1. Playoffs, we won the final, which is great to see. Manager of the Month awards, we didn't win any of them, which is disappointing. Manager of the Year award, no. Disappointing with that. Record transfer fee paid. There is no regens, remember, at the moment, so we can't pay for that, but I will be looking for them. Don't worry, I'll be looking for guys like Buffon, Barzagli, Adruiz, Zlatan, and a few others. Our biggest transfer was Norwood for 700k, and we finished 4th. 57 games played, 24 wins, 15 losses, 15 draws, 18 losses, 54 goals, and we conceded 56. So we did concede a lot at this year. That's definitely something that needs to be a little bit altered for next season. So that is the season wrapped up. Actually, let's go through the going through the calendar, and then we'll call it a day. I think we'll be pretty much. I want to have a look at all the results of the season because I want to be able to look. I want to just scout this out when we come back. So we started the season with the we did a good run in the preseason tournament. We did pretty well. Waterford, Hale, draw, and then we lost 2-0 in the finals. That's a German team with TSV. In the league, we played Stevenage to start off with. Went to Cheltenham next. Then we lost to Bury in the Carabao. Beat Swindon Town. Lost to Mansfield. Lost to Port Vale. Beat Northampton, which is good to see. Cheltenham, we lost 2-0 the Trek of Trade. Colchester, we lost 2-0 at home. Colchester were a tricky side. Carl, 2-0 loss. Newport, 3-1 loss. Yikes, a 3-0 loss to MK Dons. Did we win any? Wow. 1 win, 4 losses that month. That's a disaster. Lincoln City, a 2-0 win. Feels like yesterday, actually, I remember playing these games, actually. Morecambe, we lost 1-0. Macclesfield, we drew 1-1. Yeovil, we drew 1-1. Wow, we lost 4-0 away to Forest Green. That's embarrassing. We lost 3-0 away to Crawley. We do tend to leak goals, and lots of them losses. Exeter, we drew 0-0, which is good to see. Lost 1-0 to Crewe. Draw 0-0 with Oldham. As you see, not very much points here. But when they lost to Grimsby in November, we lost 3-0 in the FA Cup. 2-2 draw with Cambridge, a 2-0 loss to Notts County, 1-1 draw away to Bury. Morecambe, we won 1-0 at home. Yeovil, we drew. This is kind of where the season started to turn. 1-0 victory against Macclesfield. 1-0 loss to Northampton at home, though. Unfortunately, that was a bit disappointing. 1-0 well to Cheltenham, which is I think the start of a bit of a run. We had a 4-2 win over Swindon. That was a good game. 2-0 win against Mansfield. So a bit of a run here in February or January. 2-1 loss to Port Vale away. 2-1 win against Stevenage. 1-0 against Cambridge. This is really where our season picked up now. 2-2 draw with Notts County. Exeter, we drew. 2-1 win against Crewe. 1-1 draw against Grimsby. So we really did do a good job here. 1-1 draw to Oldham. 1-0 win against Colchester. 1-0 win against Carlisle in March. Great to see that. Just an absolute no loss there in a while. 2-0 win against Newport. 1-0 win against MK Dons. Draw against the Forest Green. 2-1 win away to Lincoln City. A 3-0 win against Bury. Wow, that was some run. And then a 0-0 draw to Crawley Town, which got us to the playoff semi-finals. A draw away to Colchester and a 2-1 win at home, followed by Northampton, where we won 1-0. So, yeah. Good list there of all the interesting accolades, and I think we're going to call it a day there. I can't really think of anything else I need to have a look at. Let's have a quick look at some of the players that potentially be retiring. This will be the last bit of thing we'll do. So let's have a look at Buffon. He is definitely going to be probably retiring, is he? Yes, he is. So that'll mean we'll be able to buy the Italian goalkeeping regen not next season, but the season after. Guys like Barzagli. 8 years old now. Sure, he's retiring. No, he's not retiring. Interesting. So he's gonna stay around for another season. Do Adruiz here and see what he's up to. Let it go. He's retiring as well, so I mean there'll be a nice Spanish striker available. Let's try Zlatan and we'll call it a day. Where is Zlatan? Zlatan Ibrahimovic, 37 years old, and he is retiring this season, so that will mean that the Swedish striker regen will be available, and he'll be very tasty as well. So definitely someone to keep an eye on. So there you have it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. What a fantastic year we had. I mean, just a brilliant year, and I can't say anything else other than I'm really looking forward to seeing what season 2 has in store for us. So yeah, I'm wrapping up here, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. What a run. Hope you guys enjoyed the squad wrap up. It was great just to have a chance to sit and talk to everyone else. But you see there all the save slots I have. Yeah, it's been a good season. Anyway, I'll wrap it up here, guys. Hope you guys have a good one. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace out. Season 2 coming up soon. It's gonna be a good one. Anyway, peace out, guys. I'll see you guys soon.